Christine, people seem to have a lot of misconceptions about how our library is funded.
Yes, they do. So let's clear up the most common ones.
The library is a department of the municipality of Bethel Park and funded that way.
Bethel Park Public Library is not a department of government, much like Public Works or the Recreation Department. Rather, we are a 501c3 nonprofit organization that happen to be tenants in the municipal building. The municipality supports the library very well. Their current appropriation represents 63% of our operating budget. However, that could change on a dime with a change in council or in this COVID-19 environment where the high unemployment rate leads to substantial decreases in the earned income tax and therefore how well the municipality can fund us.
Public library funding is the state's responsibility.
State money does help the library, but it's often inconsistent and prone to cuts depending on who's in office. For the Bethel Park Public Library, state funds account for 11% of our operating budget. This year, with the state in billions of dollars of debt because of the COVID-19 pandemic, the appropriation for public libraries is in grave jeopardy for the end of this year and through 2021.
I'm already funding the library by paying my late fees and purchasing items at the book sale.
Late fees and lost book fees account for only 2% of the library's operating budget, and our book sale brings in about $5,700 a year. Combined, that amount does not even cover the cost of 3 months' worth of bills for new books for you to borrow.
Libraries in Allegheny County get table gaming funds. Isn't that enough?
While it is true that public libraries in Allegheny County receive funds through table games from the Rivers Casino, it's a very small percentage of our operating budget. For Bethel Park Public Library, it meant $21,000 in 2019. The casinos have been closed for weeks due to COVID-19, and when they reopened, there are restrictions on table games, resulting in the funds for libraries from table gaming being reduced 50 to 75% for the remainder of 2020 and into at least the first quarter of 2021.
Libraries receive enough funds from the extra 1% sales tax in Allegheny County.
Public libraries in Allegheny County are a contractual asset of the Allegheny Regional Asset District that collects the 1% sales tax. RAD funds have been a godsend for libraries, but the revenue stream from the Regional Asset District is based on sales tax, and in a recession or a pandemic, funds available decrease as well because people are just not buying anything. In 2020, the libraries in Allegheny County have experienced a 20% decrease in the appropriation from the Regional Asset District, and we are facing a likelihood of a similar decrease in 2021. Funds from the Allegheny Regional Asset District represent 20% of Bethel Park Library's budget. Those funds are used to support the purchase of books, computer and office equipment, leases, maintenance, and supplies. Here is a graphical representation of the library's annual revenue. While the percentages may vary, public libraries in Allegheny County are supported by a combination of local, county, and state revenue, with fees and fundraising making up the difference. How does the library spend this money? Take a look. The vast majority of the library's revenue is spent on direct services to you, our patrons, through classes, programs, technology, and items for you to borrow in both print and electronic formats, and the staff to facilitate these services.
Now that you have a better understanding of how the Bethel Park Public Library is funded and what is required to provide such quality and quantity of programming and services, won't you please consider a donation during the month of September? Gift matched on a prorated basis of up to $200,000 of pool funds from the Jack Buncher Foundation. Donate online. You can mail us a check, or better yet, you could even stop by the library and see our amazing staff. And remember, a gift of $100 or more gets you a free limited edition print of our Studious Sloth. So thank you again for supporting your Bethel Park Public Library.